Welcome, one and all, to another scene within the Mage venue. Mage venue of Elwad, which stands for Living World of Darkness, yada yada yada. Quick really spill, wherever you happen to be in the world. Welcome. This scene will take place on the figure known as the intern. Some things have happened in his life. He's taken quite a bit of stock, done a bit of a retrospection of everything, and is now decided to actually try to tackle things here. More of a bigger way, more than just simply walking Miss J across the street or picking up stray cats out of the tree houses. No, no, no. This time he wants to try for something bigger. A little experiment he's been sort of messing around with. His foray into the Chinese restaurant was an experiment. This will likewise be an experiment. The scene is set before a old decrepit-looking building. Well, at least decrepit on the outside, with brickwork lying here and there, with one too many gargoyles and such trappings of an occult nature, which on the outside seem fairly ridiculous. It seems like this place would stand out a bit, but due to some jiggery and some of the mind of the passers-by just glazing over, this place has been sort of tucked out and hidden. As the intern finds himself in front of the Amahara Chantry. The master of the house is long gone as he steps inside very cautiously, fervently. It's been a while since he's been back. And this place truly is always empty and cold, due to the presence of an otherworldly, ghostly, wraithly presence, almost omnipresent in the house, much accoutrements with the hauntings of the nature. But it feels more empty without it almost. A sadness to sadness past, maybe. Getting on. The intern will make his way up the stairs. Oh, the adventures and the fall, the dueling, the squabbling, and other such stuff. Many vivid memories come to his mind. And maybe that's where the story is going right now. This is a story of memories, of recollection, of the past being presented to the present to do computation into future entities. Climbing the stairs, noting the source marks, into his laboratory, or what is conceivably be the laboratory. It is certainly the most modernistic setting. You certainly can't count the wind chime crystal bears as anything, and certainly the downstairs is very paganous. Before him is before him is display of monitors against one wall. Oh, and on the opposite and on the 90-degree angle, there is the stasis pod, the thing he's been using for a while now to track his consciousness to the greater world beyond, or at least his personal playground, for the moment, anyways. I mean, those damn werewolves seem to be kept walking in here for some reason. And over on the other side is a workbench, and with a few odds and outs, but those odds and outs, those meticulous little projects have been sort of scooped aside for the moment as what looks to be a black box, because that's what it truly is. It's a black box. It's, again, the memory of something, the memory of a crash, and the memories held inside of it. Oh, weary, weary memories long past. Yes, but again, this is a scene to collect the memories back up. He moves towards the black box. He studies it very carefully, thinking, years of hard work and research, all of it, right here. And I'm only getting a fraction of it. It could be so much more, but we can work on it. It's something to work with. With every down, there is an up. With every up, there is a down. And right now, we're at the downs. We are going to go up. He takes the black box, goes over to the workstation. Actually, no. He goes over to the pod. That actually works better. Works over the pod. He cracks open the auxiliary power source, which, if previously with our paying attention, and other mages of the Chantry had used before to codox into this place. He places it in. It almost like it fits more perfectly than he intended to design it. It almost as if his past experiences and forging materials, or maybe the past materials and forging materials, drafting materials, and instructional materials, all based on the same design. AD quickly flashed in his head. It's like, no, I'll check it later. Close the auxiliary box. Sets a timer. Because if you spend too much time in here, the opportunity to go into a fairy glade, even electronic fairy glade, is too tempting. The possibility to just jump there and lose your track of time and sense of consciousness, too great for these classes not to be taken, especially with the lack of other friendly mages about. He goes ahead and puts himself in the cockpit, lays himself down, and initializes submersion into the cyberwebs. Click, click, click. Downloading, spacebar, or initializing verbal components, initializing tactile components, audio components, loading loading entry screen. As we are presented with a really blank room, as it feels like his consciousness is no longer just laying in a pod in the bed somewhere, but now standing upright in a room, fairly much blank room at that matter, with nothing more but a couple of menus on the side, right, and a auxiliary box on the other side, on one corner. Okay, let's start with file upload, library October wrecking scenario. Go, run.
Go ahead and make me some rolls, dear.
Okay, what do you want to put the difficulty at?
Let's see. I am going to, based off of the information, I'm going to go ahead and set the base difficulty at 8.
8, you don't say. I'm going to go ahead and start taking that down via the paradigm and the tools I'm presenting, which is, howdy, 3D realm. And then I'm going to take that down and based on the theory I have, which is the light of the dying stars.
Mm-hmm.
And then, realizing this is going to be a greater task than I originally intended it to be, I realize, goes over the box. The box is actually in this world is a lot bigger. Was once a small, maybe really hard. A black box is really just a hard drive encased in a really hard material to break. So in this world, it's actually about the size of a old antique footlocker. Rather large footlocker, actually. You're gonna go over to it. Hold run library. Execute auxiliary files. Execute auxiliary programming. Puts his hand on the footlocker. Execute. Scarlet. Opens the box. And if you've seen any anime before, or you might notice this particular scene, of what looks like to be a woman in a box.
The box opens and she stirs from consciousness. Well, unconsciousness, seemingly. Her movements are slow. Her eyes blink a few times, adjusting to the surroundings. You can hear an almost mechanical whir as her
Okay, it sounds like we're getting.
pupils dilate and adjust to the right setting for
Awesome.
optimal vision.
I like that. I like the optical zoom thing. That's nice. Okay, looks like we still get a few artifacts in the control manual. Um, do audio verification. Hi, hello world. Program run.
The young girl in the box sits up, stretches, and yawns in a distinctly human fashion. Hello. It is nice to see you again.
It's nice to see you too. Oh, do me a favor. We're gonna go ahead and try to data mine your previous buffers real quick. Make sure there's no lingering ill executions that will harness your programming a bit. So how do you feel?
How do I feel? She falls silent as she prepares a set of diagnostics, running them.
This is always the problem when you get a new bit of equipment, the setup. Hopefully Jiu does need some batches downloaded because I do not have the time for that.
As soon as the diagnostics are complete, she'll perk up again. And diagnostics complete. Settings are normal, operating within parameters. 2% margin of error.
Okay. Think of an average between 1 and 10.
A number between 1 and 10. 5.
Okay. A normal baseline average input. Yeah, that sounds about right. Right. All right. You know why you're here today?
I assume you require my assistance with something.
Indeed. Let's see. Personnel. I'm just gonna make a checklist for here. Personality seems to regress slightly. Other than that, termination normal. Seems to be very cooperative. Sort of missing the old stuff, but it'll work for right now. Okay. You see this area right here?
Yes, it is empty.
We're going to create a library here. And not only that, a very specific library. Um, Rarely Google run library now, please.
Running program.
And I would like to think that like suddenly there is an idea of wreckage of the implementation of Google Earth and other things. You're just calling it this mock reality right now. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hold this spatial continuum while I go back and turn around the temporal reverse the temporal dials bit. Can you do that for me?
Yes, that should be easy enough.
Okay, thanks, kid. You're a lot more useful than I thought you'd be. Okay. I should probably start overheating the met. I need to. Crap! I forgot something. I need to go ahead and start overclocking the system a bit. Is that okay?
Warning, overclocking the system will violate warranty.
My own will enter. Don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead and start overclocking eternal parameters first because I feel that would be a lot less strain on the system. Go ahead and hit auxiliary auxiliary uh, what am I going to call this? Auxiliary host central nervous system. That's the power output we're going to use for right now.
Running auxiliary host central nervous system.
There's a flash of warning, like there's a very big red flag here, and if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to tell you in a short bit. It's like potential damage to host pilot. Auxiliary administration override 145. Keep going.
Administrator override 145. Continuing process.
And basically, what I'm doing, you know the old term casting fit points.
Yep.
I'm going to expend my current pool and then start using my health points to start casting the spell. Okay. Now, what is the difficulty now?
Difficulty now, considering you're taking your time. I'd say it's gone down to 6. You're taking your time. You're using your familiar as an aid and a computer program. So, yeah.
Okay.
Congrats. You've dropped that.
Okay. Now it's time to start burning my reserve point. I have enough there too. That means I can throw 2 Quint into this down to difficulty 4.
Okay, you're rolling at diff 4.
It's like, if you guys want an example of how you do really complicated magic easily, this is how you do it. You set up the time, you set up the resources, and then you're pretty much good to go.
Yep.
Can I spend willpower on this?
Considering the parameters you've just set up, I would encourage spending a point of willpower on this.
Okay. Doom. 3 successes thus far.
Okay, are you extending this cast?
I do believe I will have to extend this cast.
All right.
Okay, 3 more dice. Roll.
Okay, that brings you up to 6 successes.
I think that's more than enough what I actually need. Do you believe so?
Yeah, that is more than enough that you actually need for this.
Okay. Hey, as this power seems to course the host organisms who beeping is steady. It spikes for a moment, but then disappears as almost anticipation of if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to do something drastic to sort of floats through its mind as the familiar, the one known as Scarlet, not in her true glory, or more of almost a handmaiden, a simple helper. But that will change hopefully soon enough. That will change. The intern thinks this is my mind. The library before him, the wreckage, the carnage, starts to go ahead and start dialing back. Bits of concrete fly back into walls. Bullets or ricochet. He start returning to people's guns. The sun high in the sky is going to go back into the ground. The sunset, front sunrise, and if the moon's out, it's currently out. But due to the pollution of lights, which makes this spell fucking difficult. Light of the dying star. Alright, people, light of a dying star. As the scene is sent backwards to the fabled night.
On this fabled night.
Wait 1 second. VA rec. Press go.
On this fabled night, you see the library as it was, as it had been prior to the destruction. And within just a very few short moments, see a group of vandals dressed in black approach the building and begin tearing it apart, burning it to the ground, leaving the wreckage that exists now in the current timeline.
Okay, pause playback. Pause playback. Reverse. Okay, let's see if I just can't swing the camera for a bit. And now the camera seems to be not pointing directly at the library anymore, but to the assailants themselves.
You see, the assailants have taken great care. Their faces are covered with masks. It is almost as if they did not want to be seen, almost as if they knew they would be watched.
Okay, I'm gonna attack these assailants one by one using very methodical practices. ID tag 1, ID tag 2. How many assailants are there? Yeah, you can give me just a rough number. I'll figure it out later.
I'm gonna say there's probably at least 3 from what I remember.
Okay. So did they actually bring a wrecking ball, or are these 3 miscreants just smashed in the building?
For fluff's sake, because I don't recall the exact details off the top of my head, they are doing everything in their power to completely destroy the library. If they did not actually take a wrecking ball to it, they might as well have.
Okay. So this scene will go in one of 2 ways. If they did use a wrecking ball, well, I'm going to go ahead and backtrace, get the identification numbers on that thing. But if they didn't, I will be like, okay, these guys are cheating. Obviously cheating. I'm going to go ahead and do a spirit and a primal plus mind miniature scan. And as I'm going to go say, scan extra dimensional light. EDEs, these tag points, scan visual brainwaves, and scan thaumical elements, these identifiers.
Oh boy. I do not have any information about that.
Okay, we're going to put that into a folder that says processing and deal with it later.
Yep. So while that's processing, go ahead and roll me your dice for that.
Okay. Not too bad. Basic scanologies. Okay.
Okay. So, this group of about 20-ish vandals.
Fuck my life. Okay, go ahead.
Did use a wrecking ball.
They did use a wrecking ball. Okay. So I am going to get the identifying tags because space is malleable. Space is malleable at this point. Okay. I get you. The only problem with this program is that it really doesn't deal with darkness very well, because the idea of the theology of death, light from a dying star, is that there has to be some type of illumination. Although it is very useful. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a step back. We're gonna go ahead and reverse this scene a bit. We're actually gonna go inside the library, and we're gonna use a fate component to figure out why is this library so important. Run scan probabilities, statistic anomalies, this area.
Statistical anomalies.
That's techno speeds for fate read.
Ah, fate read. Okay. Well, you can see a great many number of potentially turning events or turning points in fate took place here for a number of individuals, some of whom you recognize, some of whom you don't.
Catalyze, recognize, reback, recognize one, catalyze, unrecognized ones.
He would recognize Daniel had a moment here.
Daniel. Okay. Hey, oh, I don't want to talk to the rogue guys. No offense, Scarlet. Okay.
Understood.
Okay. Identifying unidentified ones. I will find their. I'll have to do a filter space, not with the temporal dial, not with the temporal distortion dialed back. That's not gonna work. Okay. Let's see. Thumbnacle scan on these unidentified sources.
Unidentified sources.
Magic scan these unidentifieds.
Oh, the Vandals?
The ones that are inside the library.
The ones inside the library. They mostly ping to you what you would recognize as being classified as EDEs.
Like standard EDs or EDDs with flesh on them?
EDEs with flesh on them.
Oh, wow. That doesn't work. Are we talking about those iron phages that have to sustain on iron supplements via human consumption?
Give me a perception awareness roll.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just take out the sheet real quick. Where are you? I just had you. There you are. I know I have at least one dot. I'm not sure if I have 2 dots or not.
Perception awareness for you, I think, is 5 dice.
All right. The very correct assessment. Roll. There you go.
Okay. With 2 successes, you recognize these things are not mages right off the bat. They are also not were creatures, nor are they spirits.
So the only things left are the rogue eyes, and I've already tagged one. It would not be a good idea for them all to congregate at one place. I'm gonna go with that assumption because it's convenient to me, either the story. So, they could be iron phages. Not sure. I'm gonna catalog that for later. Actually, it's gonna get its own special little folder. Possible iron phages. Okay.
Scarlet Maiden pipes up. Processing done. Analysis complete.
Oh, let's go ahead and display that as he says he's forwarding the temporal dials to the scene of the Vandals. Okay, go ahead, run it. Go ahead and display.
Displaying the analysis of the Vandals turns up typical human parameters.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to. I still got the information in the wrecking ball, so that's the next place I'm gonna look. There's still something here I'm not seeing. Scarlet, you got anything?
A high concentration of rogue elements and reality deviants.
Yeah, not us. Not
Not
yeah.
no, not us. Different from us. Different from you.
Right. They don't fit in the regular classification in a reality demon, and that well, it's typically within databases. Okay, fair enough.
However, a large number of standard human parameters also
Okay.
congregate within this area.
Yeah, I gotcha. You still got those okay. You still got those unknown IDs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, keep a folder for them. I'll have to do a search them later. Okay. Wish I could get more. But anyways, let's go ahead and put this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save this scene as GER no, library.g 3 GR3 global reality third edition. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and pull up the restaurant. Pull up Cinnamon Harris photos. Those restaurant investigation.
This is the restaurant where the kitchen exploded and the people eating outside got away,
Yep.
correct? Okay. Awesome. All right. Go ahead and make me a roll for that.
I'm gonna fluff this up a bit first, okay?
All right. Fluff it up.
Okay. He's actually gonna go to what looks like a filing cabinet that magically appeared because me. He's go ahead and start pulling out actual photographs in the resolution. And he's going to go to the different places in space and put them where it's supposed to be, like just hang them in the air, tilt them about the right location where they're taken from and put from. Go on and do the same with the other ones. Okay. This is going to be a lot easier than the library is because we actually got photo evidence. Run global reality overflow mode using these base components. Go.
Executing program.
You want me to roll for that?
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be a lot easier. Okay.
Wow. 3 successes. Okay. So, considering the information you have from these photographs, it is substantially easier to turn things back and decipher what happened at the location. From the exterior, you can see people reacting to an explosion and a fire, diving out of the way, getting away in time, or just in time to avoid being injured.
Okay. Hey, let's go into the kitchen. Let's dial back those temporal paragrams to about a minute before the actual explosion. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, we are loading plot. Please be kind to our storytellers while they load plot.
Apologies for this. I'm still getting little bits of information here and there.
That's cool.
Okay. So within this restaurant, going in, tracing the source of the explosion to the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
winding back the time stream, you see a male cook.
Picture taken.
You see somebody suddenly appear with a silenced gun.
Picture taken. Click. Keep going.
Who tells him to fuck off. He leaves. A door you did not realize was there, a door that was designed to be hidden or obfuscated somehow. Somebody enters that door. But prior to that, you see the gas being left open and a cigarette being left.
Why would... Okay. Ron, Thogmic, scan. I want to see if anyone was doing any jigger poking before this.
Oh yes, there was jigger poking.
Let me guess. Target, cook, hook, sender was man with gun.
Yep.
Did man with gun cover his face at all?
Let's find out.
It's like do 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 do. Meanwhile, the intern is just soaring solitaire while the system loads up. Do 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 do.
In the background, as the intern is playing solitaire to pass the time while these files wait, you can see Scarlet Maiden is busy taking information and packing it neatly into files.
It's like, oh, I thought you were gonna fluff it up with packing it into birthday presents.
Now, neatly, she's taking information, packing it into files, and writing labels on them by hand. These files are then put into larger files.
You know what I'm thinking of right now, actually? You know when a family moves and they have to pack up all of their stuff and then put little labels on it? That's what I'm imagining, with like duct tape and like a marquee pencil. Do 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 do. We are running plot, running plot. Plot is being generated. We're generating plot. Please thank your SDs for going through the hassle. It's a labor of love, but don't forget it's also a labor, so don't abuse your SDs. I bet you no one expected me to go through all this trouble.
I know.
It's like, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm not going to do it half-assed.
No, you really don't. You really, really don't. And it's not that it's trouble. It's I figured this would be pretty easy, and then you asked a whole bunch of questions that I didn't have the foresight to ask.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, while this is running, do you want to go into the secret compartment?
Sure, we can go into the secret compartment.
It's like, okay, we're gonna put that at half capacity for right now. I'll go ahead and shrink the size of the reality portrait for right now. Oh, we're gonna go into this secret compartment where the person escaped from.
Okay, as the picture-in-picture mode initializes,
Nice.
and you're into the secret compartment, you can see the person who entered locked the door from the inside.
Mm-hmm. Picture of that person as well. He's like, I'm taking pictures. Yay. I'm going to be a huge information leak, folks. I'm baiting a target on my back. Yay.
You
Okay.
are.
Okay. Is there anything important in this room?
Not from what you can see.
Is there a bed in this room? Maybe I should just ask the simpler question. Is there a coffin in this room?
Ah.
There is, isn't there?
I think it's just a bolt hole or secret passage.
Well, anyways, it's all superficial information up at this point, anyways. Is there any kind of desk or an important workstation in this place, like a laptop or something like that? I swear to God, if there's a laptop, I've hit the gold mine.
Oh no, things have gotten far more interesting than a laptop, dear.
Go ahead. Tell me there is a big board on the wall with hips. I It just behooves me. I probably should have started this earlier.
Yep. Okay. To actually enter this room, which is warded,
Warded against what?
it is warded against magical interference.
You don't say.
You will need to make a.
Correspondence plus prime. I'm gonna break down this wall.
Okay, you're going to break down the wall?
Actually, hold on a second. Initialize weapon sledgehammer. Like, okay. Interpret visualization in wall. I start up and then I realize, wait a second. Usually with these kind of words, there's a candlelight or something figurative. I'm gonna use can I use my basic perception plus occult to find anything important about this thing?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and roll me your dice then. This is going to be starting out at a base 10.
Probability scan and go. Oh, where's the godhead of this program? Actually, not even that. At probability, premium wave, correspondence, special awareness. Pinpoint me the godhead of this damn spell. Go ahead and roll that.
All right.
Difficulty.
There's a female holding a sword. A statue of a female holding a sword.
You just gonna give that one to me?
Actually, well, let me back that up a step. Because you're doing something different now. Yeah. All right. Okay. So your difficulty to pinpoint this will be 8.
Actually, I don't even have to do that. Reality terminal backlash. Take me to the point where this ward fails.
Take you to a point where this ward fails. Okay. You're going to have to give me a roll for that.
I'm basically turning the dials to the point where the ward. Oh, you mean it's a basic premium ward. Okay.
Yeah.
Premium insight. Really easy. Starts at 4.
Yep.
Okay. Can I pinpoint where the premium shield fails?
Yes, you can.
I mean, when I mean specifically, I mean which object gets destroyed and then it falls over.
Yes, you can. It is a sword. A sword. It is a statue of a woman holding a sword. Looking at that sword, you can pinpoint that as the likely point where the shield will fail.
Okay. Temporal. Sledgehammer. I'm gonna do in this virtual reality, I'm going to attempt to break it, make it, and assuming that I leave that as as only one point of reference, then I'll see what happens. How's that?
Okay.
Slap! Crack the sword.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll. I want to see how badly this thing breaks.
Dex plus melee?
Dex melee.
Actually, you know, this thing isn't moving. Can I just do straight strength plus melee?
Since it's not moving, yes. I will say it's similar to breaking down a stationary target, like a door.
Okay, I'll agree with that. Nope.
Oof. No. Swing and a miss.
Actually, with that, the hammer head on the sledgehammer goes ahead and peels back onto the floor. Fucking shit. Despawn sledgehammer. Spawn in bat. Let's go at it again.
Bat spawns in. Try again. Difficulty goes up by 1 this time.
Still 3 days. Okay. The bat broke.
The bat breaks.
Despawn bat. Spawned gun. Spawn shotgun. Just put it right up against that thing and
Okay, and the difficulty goes up by 1 again.
how is the difficulty going up?
Give me your Dex firearms.
Okay, finally get it.
Yes, you finally managed to hit it once.
Okay.
Your shot makes contact, smacks into the less around the sword, more the statue itself.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna turn out this thing is actually you pick it up, isn't it?
Possibly. So because I'm still waiting on information about the magic that was used to create this ward, for the time being, I will say the statue breaks.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and make me a willpower roll.
Sure. Boom.
Okay. That is enough to enter the room properly.
It's like, okay then. I enter the room properly. Anything interesting in the room?
Okay. In the room, as you enter the room, you give me a perception awareness.
Okay. Doom. Doom.
Okay, 2 successes. You get the distinct feeling that that thing you just smashed was a decoy.
I'm inside. Okay. Let's keep going.
Your vision is scrambled here. You don't get a clear picture of anything aside from the door locking behind the person.
Is there light in this room?
Yes, but it's difficult to tell if the light exists in the temporal reality or is just a creation of the digital reality.
Forces. Forces via forces side. Is there any actual light, or is this like pitch black?
Right?
Mm-hmm. You want me to roll it?
Yes, please.
Simple effect, difficulty 4. Boom.
Boom, 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
That will definitely tell you if there's any light in the room or if it's pitch black. Switching to your forces side gives you something akin to dark vision.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
And I think we may be getting someone who can answer your questions better than I can.
Mm-hmm. Well, just a heads up. Got like 20 more minutes.
Okay, that's cool.
I guess I can try an overarching system process. Actually, I can queue this process, actually.
Actually, let's see. We've been going for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll a fate die here. A notification pops up, which Scarlet Maiden will read to you. Central nervous system functions normal. Can sustain activity under current operating conditions.
It's like, okay, good. Put the snooze on another 10 minutes.
Resetting alarm. Timer activating within 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up a sequence to play off after I exit this program. Matrix. Oh, okay, hold on a sec. Laplace reference this matrix X GR3 restaurant with GR3 file library. And basically, what that means is find the connecting points.
The program moves in. Scarlet Maiden moves the program file into the active queue.
Okay, good job.
You can see, if you stop to watch her, you can see she's still sitting in the box. She hasn't left it. She appears to be sitting in something akin to the lotus position. She's sitting Indian style, with her hands resting on her knees. The only indication she's even active is a slight glow emitting from the irises of her eyes.
To think all that could fit in a laptop. I have to extrapolate more. I wonder, does it? No. Could it be? Maybe. I wonder. Specs iPhone. Well, she's already compressed this far. What's a few more compressions? Or is that too dangerous? If I could compress her, could she decompress herself? Or would I have to do that for her to be uploaded? That's an experiment for another day, I believe. Oh, and just so you know, just because I blow up something in the virtual reality doesn't mean it gets blown up in reality. That's that wouldn't work because it's already destroyed in temporality. All I'm doing is speeding up the process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me roll another Daffy here. Ooh. So, within the process Scarlet Maiden has activated, a notification pings up, which she reads to you. Wrecking ball source located.
If it's a joke and it's outside the chantry, I will not be amused, good lady.
Negative. Jokes are not within my parameters.
Okay, go ahead.
She points you to a a construction site not far from the library.
So the vandals broke into the construction site. I then took it. Fantastic.
I cannot extrapolate that conclusion from data currently within my possession. As I mentioned, I am operating within a margin of a 2% error.
I bet you for a fact if I did a Google site of that location, I would get the exact same result.
Potentially, yes. She'll overlay the wrecking ball from the scene of the crime at the library to the scene of the nearby construction site. Analysis indicates 100% positive match.
Okay. Temporal drawback purely for that wrecking ball. Basically, I want to create a third matrix reality, which is pretty much just the wrecking ball. It's like, give me the instances in which this wrecking ball was entered and exited.
Winding back the temporal stream within the current parameters.
Mm-hmm. Basically, all I'm going to ask for is, does the assailant have a phase or an identified features? If not, it's a dead end.
It is a dead end.
Okay, there are too many dead ends in this investigation.
You can see there are several people who enter and leave the vehicle. Obviously, most of them qualified operators, but the vandals that steal the wrecking ball, all you get are clear images of their masks.
Okay. I didn't want to have to do this, but all simulations.
Simulations halting.
Thank you. We're going to power them back up in a minute. But I'm going to crack over. I'm going to crack open the vulgar aspects. Give me the vulgar spice.
The vulgar spice.
Pops up a bit of what looks like to be spiritual materializing alcohol. Okay, this vandal. I want everywhere he's been within in the entirety of this week, the past week. I want to know where he's been.
And for that, I will need another storyteller.
And basically, hey, if we're going to go with this route, I'm going to see this guy's fucking face eventually. Hey, I'm going to know where he lives. I'm going to know where he works. And all that other stuff. I try to be friendly. I'm not being friendly anymore.
So, considering the time constraints we're currently working with, I will go ahead and end this investigation and we can continue in a second part.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, thank you all for watching, and thank you for playing and being such a good sport.
Ending broadcast.